Hi everyone, today we are talking about saving money, primarily economizing on makeup and skincare. Now, in my opinion, there are those items of makeup and skincare that you should probably save up for. You're getting better ingredients, better formulas, better consistencies. It feels nicer on the skin, it lasts longer on the skin. But there are also those products that if you are spending a lot of money on them, you're probably not getting the value that you would get if you paid a fraction of the cost, because in a lot of cases the ingredients are going to be very similar. So let's get straight on with it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week, and I would love it if during this video you're finding it helpful or entertaining. Click on that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So throughout this video, I'm not going to be mentioning specific product recommendations. However, I will list all of my product recommendations that I feel are really good value for money in the description box. So there will be a link that you can click on. It will take you straight through to the page with all of my product recommendations on. Now, firstly, let me just say that this video is all about saving money. And if you don't want to save money, if you want to economize in other areas of your life and you want to spend a lot of money on skincare and makeup, I spend an enormous amount on skincare and makeup. They are my passion. They are my guilty pleasure. They are my life. So that's the area of my life that I choose to spend money on. If you're like me, that is absolutely fine. This video may just be a little bit of an entertaining watch for you, but there are items out there that are more affordable that will probably do the same thing as some of the things that we have in our drawers and our makeup collections and our skincare collections. So if you want to spend money on the luxury and the packaging and the scent, then that is absolutely fine as well. And you will not find anybody on this channel wanting to shame anybody that spends a large amount of money on whatever they choose, because they've earned it, they spend it however they like. But let's jump into the first category. This is the category that I think everybody will assume will feature in this video, but I'm slightly on the back foot. I don't wholeheartedly agree with this being in this video because, well, I'll explain myself in a second. We're talking mascaras. Now, if you want your lashes to look voluminous and long and just luscious, you can get that from an affordable mascara. There are so many affordable mascaras that are excellent. Ones from Maybelline, e.l.f. and also NYX. I have one from NYX that I adore. However, the formulas of affordable mascaras, slightly different for me. I like a formula that's going to really hydrate my lashes and really nourish my lashes, because my lashes tend to get quite brittle if I don't spend more money on a really good mascara formula. So my lashes will look beautiful, but have that slight crunchy feeling to them, and tend to make my lashes fall out over time and break. So I haven't had that with the higher end formulas that tend to have those more nourishing and hydrating ingredients within the bottle. If you feel like I'm missing out, if I'm missing a mascara that is out of this world brilliant, do let me know. I've listed a couple of my favorites in the description box that I love, but I don't use them all the time because of that fact. I just don't think they're hydrating and nourishing enough. So mascaras are featuring in this video, but deep down I'm not really quite sure if they should be in here. I've mentioned it anyway. The next category that I just don't feel like you need to spend a lot of money on to get quality: lipsticks. There are some amazing lipsticks out there, both affordable and high-end. And back in the day, you had to spend a lot of money on a lipstick to make sure that they were hydrating and nourishing. That just is not the case anymore. Of course, I do spend quite a lot of money on lipsticks from time to time. Victoria Beckham, Charlotte Tilbury. I also absolutely adore the brand new, really creamy lipsticks from Lancome. I do spend quite a lot of money on lipsticks, but do I have to? No. Milani have some unbelievable quality lipsticks that are hydrating and nourishing. Even their matte lipsticks don't leave my lips feeling horrendous at the end of the day. L'Oreal also, their high shine lipstick formulas are out of this world amazing. Beauty Pie also do the most amazingly beautiful hydrating and nourishing lipsticks. My mum's Ride or Die is from Beauty Pie, and also Maybelline do some lovely formulas as well that are really long lasting. So there are several others to name, but you do not need to spend a lot of money on lipsticks to get really good quality, long lasting, high pigment, shiny or matte. The formulas are unbelievable. Next category, lip glosses. You definitely don't need to spend a lot of money on a lip gloss to get longevity, to get high shine, to get nourishment and hydration and just beauty in general. I do love a good lip gloss. My Ride or Die is from Tom Ford. It's embarrassingly expensive. I also love the Givenchy lip glosses. There are several other lip glosses that I've spent an absolute 5-tune on, but I also love the NYX lip glosses, and to be quite honest, if I was wearing the Hourglass lip glosses on one side of my lip and the NYX lip glosses on the other, I don't think I'd be able to tell a difference. They are that good. I also love the Physicians Formula lip glosses. e.l.f. do some amazing lip glosses, so yeah, definitely, you do not need to spend a lot of money on a lip gloss. Nobody is going to know. The only reason to spend a lot of money on a lip gloss is for the packaging. If you really like that razzle dazzle of fancy packaging, then by all means go for high end. If you like a really nice tasting lip gloss, you may need to pay a little bit more for that. Other than that, there are some lovely tasting lip glosses in the drugstore market. A lot of them are quite sweet and sickly, which is not my preference, but they taste nice all the same, and yeah, they last such a long time and they don't feel heavy and sticky on the lips like they used to. The affordable market has just gone through the roof in my estimation. I just think they keep getting better and better and better, and yeah, you don't need to spend a lot of money on lip glosses to get a really lovely one. Let's talk brow products, predominantly brow styling gels. I have spent a lot of money in the past trying to find the ultimate brow styling gel that will hold my brows in place, that will not create that crunchy feeling on the brows, that will allow my brows to still look natural whilst still having a really decent amount of hold. So I don't want them to look fake, but you know, I want them to stay where they're put. I mean, I'm glad I did spend that money because I found an absolutely amazing one in the Makeup by Mario brow gel. But in all honesty, although I love that product, my brows would be quite happy with a bar of transparent soap and a little bit of water. Put a spoolie in the transparent soap and brush your brows with the soap and they will hold there all day. And you can go out in a rain shower and you won't get soap in your eyes. You're not using that amount. It literally is that good. And a bar of transparent soap is about 99p, if that. I think you can get 2 for £1.50. Absolute bargain. If you are on a budget and you have some choices to make, that is definitely one of those items that I would purchase instead of going for a standalone brow gel. It is so effective, the hold is amazing, it's clear, it's easy to use, it's quick to use. The only reason I prefer the Makeup by Mario brow gel is because it's more convenient. I don't have to lug around a big bar of soap and a spoolie, although I guess I could just cut a little bit off. I've just thought of that now. I just need to mention brow pencils as well, because if you're using a brow pencil from, say, Anastasia Beverly Hills or Charlotte Tilbury, there will be slight differences in the formulas, but honestly, I love the NYX Microbrow Pencil, and there are other brands as well that are seriously affordable that have amazing quality brow pencils. So if you've always spent a lot and you've never tried the affordable ranges, definitely worth a go. Let's just dip into skincare for a moment and talk about moisturizers. I actually had a conversation with somebody the other day about the ingredients within a moisturizer, and they were basically saying that they would never have an affordable moisturizer because surely there is such a huge difference between the affordable ones and the ones that cost a lot. And my argument is you're going to be surprised, because usually, and I'm not going a blanket statement across the board here, usually if a moisturizer costs more than £1 to manufacture, if all the ingredients, the manufacturing costs, and to ship them to market cost more than £1 per jar, they don't go and make that product. Scary, isn't it? So even the moisturizers that are £120 a pop, that jar will have cost less than £1 to manufacture. The ingredients in a standard moisturizer, and I'm not talking about those moisturizers that have retinoids in there that also have other active ingredients like vitamin C, azelaic acid. All of those ingredients aren't massively expensive, but they are going to add a little bit onto the price. But the ingredients that are in a generic moisturizer that's solely there to moisturize the skin, to add hydration to the skin, and to look after the skin's protective skin barrier, the ingredients are so inexpensive, it's actually quite frightening. And if you knew how much that pot of cream was actually costing to manufacture, I think you would be a little bit put out and feeling a little bit ripped off. So in conclusion, there are some beautiful affordable moisturizers out on the market that will do the same job as, say, one from La Mer that you spend a lot on. Although the La Mer moisturizer has some lovely ingredients in there, you are using it to moisturize your skin and look after your skin barrier, and the affordable one will do exactly the same. So shop from The Ordinary. There's a beautiful one from Bioma. Actually, there's a couple from Bioma that I absolutely adore. Elf, also CeraVe, absolutely adore CeraVe, so does my mum. Again, I will link my favorites in the description box for you, but this is one of the main things in this video that I implore you, if you are wanting to save some money, do not spend a lot of money on a moisturizer because there is no need. Sticking with skincare for a little minute, we're going to move on to cleansers, and exactly the same as moisturizers, you really don't need to spend a lot of money on a cleanser. At the end of the day, you're cleansing your skin, you're putting this on and you're washing it straight off. This is not a leave-on treatment. The ingredients in this, although have to be nice ingredients, you don't want anything nasty like SLS in your ingredient list. But there are so many beautiful, gorgeous cleansers on the market that are affordable. You do not need to spend a lot of money on them. Again, there's nothing stopping you from spending a lot of money on a moisturizer, but if you are at the moment struggling and you're thinking, I need to buy another one of those cleansers that cost me £75, no you don't. No, you really don't. Please have a look at the fantastic cleansers from CeraVe, the ENQUIRIES, The Ordinary, to name but a few. It really is one of my main bugbears that people are going out and being conned by marketing, which is what it's there for, but you really don't need to spend a lot of money on that highly fragranced bit of skincare that's going to do exactly the same job. As long as your skin is clean and you've used gentle ingredients on it, your skin won't know the difference. And if you've been prioritizing spending money on a cleanser, which means there isn't enough left in the pot to prioritize other items of skincare with active ingredients in that are actually going to do your skin a lot of good, I would definitely reverse that. Downgrade your cleanser. You don't need to spend a lot of money on that, and invest in other items of skincare. Next item, highlighters. Now, I think this is probably the only item where I've had more disasters with high-end highlighters than I have with affordable highlighters. Probably because I haven't tried as many affordable highlighters as I have high-end highlighters. I mean, there's disasters across the board in every single category, whether I've spent a lot on something or not a lot on something. Yeah, more so with highlighters. I don't like a really glittery, chunky highlighter. The ones from Too Faced, oh my goodness, disaster on my skin. I look like a glitter ball by the end of the day. I've also tried some from Pat McGrath that have been horrific on my skin by the end of the day. I just want a really nice sheen, more like a glass skin look rather than glitter bomb. It's just not my thing. I know that a lot of people love that, but it's just not my preference. So I've had a lot of disasters in the highlighter category. And like I said earlier on in the video, the affordable makeup market is going from strength to strength and really investing in their research. So they're coming out with better products year on, year on, year on, year. I'm in love with one from Revlon. I have been shouting about it since it came out. It's an amazing highlighter and it does just that. Also, there was one from NYX that was called the Glass Skin Highlighter that was just stunning, absolutely stunning, really subtle but effective. And I think they've discontinued that now, so I am gutted, just like pretty much everything that I loved from NYX has now been discontinued. Sad face. Anyway, my point is you can get some really beautiful highlighters very affordably now. I think the Revlon one was something like £11. Don't quote me on that. I will link it. It's stunning, beautiful, and I use that over a lot of the high-end highlighters that I have in my drawer. And finally, we're going to talk blush. Now, this is a little bit of one of those that I've found a couple of affordable blushes that are to die for. One of them is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I am going to have to buy that in another shade because every time I talk about that blush on my channel, there's so many people that say you need to try it in this shade because it's gorgeous. So I will have to try that. There are also some gorgeous blushes, all powders, liquids and creams from Revolution, from NYX, from e.l.f. Just stunning quality, really pigmented, great longevity, just look gorgeous. And when you've got them on the cheek, you would not know a difference. Having said that, I am super guilty of spending a lot of money on blushes. It's my major guilty pleasure. Blush is my thing. If you've been a regular to my channel for quite some time, you will know I have a drawer full of both high-end and affordable blushes, but my favourites are the high-end versions. I like loose powders, I like pressed powders, I like the creams, I like the liquids. You know, I don't really have any massive preference on texture. Just get the blush on my face. This is an area where I know you don't need to spend a lot of money because there are some amazing products out there in the blush category, but you know, it doesn't stop me. This is the one area in this video that although I know what I'm saying is right, I won't be listening to my own advice. So that's it for this video. I really hope you found it helpful. I will link all of my affordable product recommendations in the description box. There will also be a link in the description box that's labeled Shop Everything in One Place Here, which will take you through to a page where you'll see all of the images of all of my product recommendations, as well as the links, just to jog your memory if you're shopping in store. So hope you've enjoyed this video and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.